I'm Madeline Burrows, and I'm the creator and performer of Mom, Baby, God, which is a solo show about the attack on reproductive rights. I decided to create Mom, Baby, God in 2011 when there was a debate in Congress about defunding Planned Parenthood, and through that I became really struck by how powerful the anti-abortion movement has become. In 2011, there were 92 restrictions that were enacted, and then in 2012, there were 43 restrictions, and those have continued through 2013. I wanted to create a piece that expressed the urgency of the attack on reproductive rights and really galvanize people to do something about it. I created Mom, Baby, God by becoming a right-winger for a year and attending a series of anti-abortion events undercover as a young activist. So I started by first going to crisis pregnancy centers, and then I started to interview anti-abortion activists who ran crisis pregnancy centers, who were young women involved with the movement, who were priests, who were teenage video bloggers, all across the spectrum within the anti-abortion movement. So after I was done attending all of these events and researching, I went back to school and I turned all of the interviews into transcriptions and drew from it what I thought was the most interesting and the most important to communicate predominantly to a left-wing audience. So I created an hour-long piece of theater. I assembled a production team of a lighting and sound designer and a stage manager and director, and the 5 of us collaborated to create this piece. The piece really invites the audience into the right wing by fictionalizing the Students for Life of America conference. When the audience members come in, they're registering for the Students for Life of America conference and participating in it and witnessing what I saw firsthand. We've seen how this show can spark much-needed conversations about the attack on reproductive rights. It can educate people about what the status of abortion access is in this country and what the attack looks like today, and it can really motivate people to action to stop it. We think that by bringing this show on tour, we can build momentum for the reproductive justice movement. We're especially really excited about working with reproductive rights activists and organizations to host the show. That often means working with organizations that don't have a huge endowment, don't have access to traditional theater spaces, and might have to rent a theater space or otherwise need financial support. So your contribution would help make that possible. Your contribution will also help by making it possible for us to become technically self-sufficient so that we can show up to a different location, a church basement, a community space, something that's not a traditional theater space, and be ready to perform and take the burden off of that organization for providing those kinds of services. Right now, we work on this show in our free time in addition to full-time jobs.
But we don't have free time.
So helping us fund our Kickstarter means that we're able to take the time off our day jobs, take the show on tour, and reach as many people as possible.
Bam!